Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kaiger1324 up here today with another pickups video. Yes, we're going to be doing it in this style again. I don't know, I do like doing it in this style, and it's actually a lot better than, especially with this sun, because you know, and the lighting just comes out terrible. Maybe once the sun starts to pick down and things, we'll start doing it the old way. I don't know what's going on with my arm. I keep got these tingly sensations in my fingers. I think I may have damaged a nerve or something from carry, because when I carry things I always carry it right there in my arm, right there, and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going on, but it could be anything. If it carries on, I'll have to go doctors. But yeah, some decent stuff here today. Not loads again, but I had to get a new bookcase, you see, and it was only 20 quid. Well, 35 in total, because it was £15 delivery. From BHF, British Heart Foundation. I recommend getting some furniture and stuff from there, because it's a lot cheaper than buying it in Argos. It was almost the same bookcase as you would see in Argos, but half the price, and a nice big tall bookcase, so it's going to be good, so I can start you know, with all the Xbox One games that I'm getting. But yeah, we've got some new and some old stuff here. Well, nothing new, but modern and retro. And we're going to start with the retro stuff. So 2 Nintendo games. We got Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo. A black cartridge, yeah. Not many black cartridge games out there, and well, Super Nintendo. Black's more Mega Drive, Genesis, I guess. But yeah, Killer Instinct, pretty good game, good fighting game. Graphics were fantastic for Super Nintendo standards. Really set the bar for graphics, especially on a Super Nintendo, a 16-bit console. It really did a great job with that. And of course, Killer Instinct, a classic arcade fighter. And the Super Nintendo conversion wasn't too bad, and then it was on the N64, and then on the Xbox One as well. But yeah, and that was only £4, so not bad. And also on Nintendo, I decided to get a Nintendo 64 game, WWF Warzone, or WWE as it would be called now. But I've got this, I think I might have this on the PS1 as well, and I played the PS1 version of the game, but it was only £2, so I couldn't really say no. I want to know in the comments below, what's your favourite wrestling game of all time, if you are a fan of wrestling games? My favourite wrestling game of all time is the original SmackDown vs Raw. I just felt the game was perfect. It was just, the control was great, and it was such a fun game. A lot of people say Here Comes the Pain is the best wrestling game of all time, and I can understand why, but SmackDown vs Raw, in my opinion, was just as good. And the 2005 SmackDown vs Raw, or 2006 one or the other, was actually more or less the same and had more to it. But what I loved about that game was every single character you could play the campaign with. I don't know if you, I think you could also do female campaigns as well. And as for this game, it's not very good. I played the PS1 version years ago, and it was pretty bad, but the N64 version as well. I like getting retro games. These sort of consoles I do want to have a full collection one day for, but I would like to have full collections of everything I collect for one day. And then on to Sega. I've got 3 games, well technically 3, because this is a double pack, £1.99, EA Sports double header. It's got EA Hockey and John Madden Football in there, and yep, came in the case. Got a American football game, and a ice hockey game. I do like old school sports games, and it comes in that sort of style. No manual, but nonetheless, not bad for £2. So you get a pound each almost. But I do like old sports games like this, 16-bit, 8-bit sports games, just because it's not realistic and it's just fun, I guess. And I love, I know I'm not going to live, my brother will never live this down. I played against my older brother a while ago, ice hockey, and I beat him, and I never let him forget that. Not bad. And also an essential Mega Drive game, Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I'm so glad it was complete from CEX. £4. They were selling in the market Sonic on its own for £7.99, and I thought I ain't paying £7.99 for just a cartridge, so I got the full box here. So it's got the full set. I wonder why they have these handles. I don't know if it's because how they would have displayed them in a shop was on the wall like that, or hanging. I remember some shops used to have them like that. I remember Chips used to have Sega games like that, and Sonic the Hedgehog, amazing game, one of the best games of all time, must have for this Mega Drive. And it's nice now that I have it's crazy, I had a normal unboxed version, a box version, got rid of them, and now I have the full set version, so can't really complain there. Mega Drive is if I'm going to have one full retro set, it would have to be Mega Drive, the first console I ever played. And then for the Dreamcast, I picked up a memory unit. It's just a basic white one. Probably needs a new battery in there. Otherwise, you know, you need one. Well, I don't know if you need one of these, but this is how you save your games. And you know what was good about these? You just put them in your controller. It's got a little game on there. Sometimes you can play. Interesting style of memory card. Not bad for £3. Needed this for the Dreamcast, and they did have the keyboard and the mouse, but it was £16 for them both together, which isn't bad. Ironically, the mouse was more expensive than the keyboard. I don't understand why. But I've got two Dreamcast games. I've got Virtua Fighter. It should be third, but it says Thirth. Threef. I have no idea why it's like that, but it's a Virtua Fighter, one of Sega's go-to fighting series. I don't know how good this version is, but still, it was only £4. Yeah, I think it was £4. And for £3, Ferrari F355 Challenge Passion Rossa. It's just a Ferrari racing game. I don't know how good it is. It looks alright. It looks kind of like an arcade game. There's quite a few Ferrari challenge games out there. But yeah, this one actually had online. Yeah, it's crazy. The Dreamcast actually was capable of online. But yeah, so 2 more Dreamcast games for the collection. And then on the PS2, I've got Virtua Tennis 2, 50p. Yeah, not much to say about that. I don't know, I used to love one of the tennis games on PS1, Anna Kovalyuk's Smash Court Tennis. That was a great tennis game. Then I got Lassie, another one of those movie titles made by Blast. And I have no idea if these are good. It's probably terrible. I didn't even know Lassie had a video game. Why does Lassie need a video game? And actually I was kind of happy to find this one, because I haven't seen this in ages, other than the Chipmunks. The game's just basically like a Guitar Hero sort of game. I don't think you need a guitar. I don't even think you can play it with a guitar, but but yeah, it's in what, I don't know. I'm to be honest, I'm kind of glad that they went with a music game for Alvin and the Chipmunks, rather than like a platformer or something, because it probably would have been butchered. So at least they made it about the music. I love Alvin and the Chipmunks. The movies are pretty good. I haven't really watched many of the cartoons, but actually kind of a hard one to find. It's the first time I've seen this in years. But it's an uncommon cheap game. And last was a Dynasty Boys 5. The main reason I got this is because I think I don't have it. I would just double check now. No, I didn't have it. I did have the game originally, but I took some games down to my mum's at one point, and they obviously tidied up the house, and I think they lost them or got rid of them by mistake, so I had to get number 5 back. Cause
probably in those big tubs that are in the kitchen.
I don't know, we'll have a look for them, but yeah, I needed it back.
Because my dad
nonetheless.
put games in there, and that was out of Jack's room, so that's probably where they are.
Right, but yeah, so yeah, of course, I only need 8 Empires for the Xbox One and 9, and then I think I've got all of the Dynasty Warriors games, or at least on one version. And then on PSP I picked up World Rally Championship. I don't really buy PSP games that much, so it weren't bad. It was £2. I like rally games, and so if I'm going to have a game on the PSP to go to, if I want to play a rally game on the go, I've got one at least. But yeah, I don't know how good this is. I don't know if it's a whittled down version of the PS2 or PS3 one. I think it's the PS2 one. And then just one DVD. Click. Didn't have this movie. It's an alright movie. Haven't picked it up. 50p. Yeah, CEX now do a 50p line of movies where all the movies that are 50p are together. And then 5 Xbox One games. One of them is a collector's edition, which I'm going to do a small unboxing of, because there's not a lot of stuff in there, but it's a big box, collector's edition. So the Xbox One games. So up first I got Madden 25. This is my first Madden game on the Xbox One, and I think this was the first Madden game on the Xbox One, ironically. See, it's the 2014 one, so yeah, it's like 25th anniversary. I think there was also one of these on I think this was also on Xbox 360 as well, and the Xbox 360 one's a little bit more expensive, I guess. I might be wrong, but I have no idea on how to play Madden. I have no idea on how American football works, so I don't know if I'm going to play this, but maybe one day I'll give it a go. But first Madden game that I have physical, and the first Madden game I've ever owned physical on an Xbox One. I've got it on other systems, Madden games on other systems, but it's the first one on the Xbox One. And then I didn't have this. I thought I did, but I needed the Xbox One version of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I did have it at one point, but obviously traded it in, but it's the last one that they had, so got it. As for the game, it's alright, I suppose. It's Call of Duty. They tried something new, and it sort of, some people liked it, some people didn't. I was sort of in the middle. I thought it was a cool concept,
It
but
was just full of bugs and glitches.
yeah, it just wasn't that great.
It was just terrible.
The campaign is so-so. The multiplayer I didn't really put much time into, and the zombies was cool, but it was not like traditional zombies. It was something different, and I personally didn't really care for it, but still got a need. I needed it for the collection. Now I only need Ghosts on Xbox One, and then
that is terrible.
but yeah, and then I picked up The Division. This is on the Game Pass. The second one's coming out. £6. Just needed it for the collection as well. That's what I'm pretty much doing. So all three of, well, these two games are sort of buybacks. The other two, and then I was happy to find this on the Xbox One, because I always see it on the PS3, but I never see the Xbox One version. And it's Project Card Game of the Year edition. Now, I told you guys how much I enjoyed playing this game, because I got it, I think it was free a couple months back, and I really enjoyed the first game. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed playing it, because even though it was trying to be a simulator, it still felt like it was a game. It didn't feel completely like, say, Gran Turismo or something. It was still fun. And I got the second one not long ago, the collector's edition, and I put it in, and I don't know if it was just because of me, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to play it, but I couldn't get into it, and I just had so much trouble playing it. It seems like they took away that sort of arcade element to it. This one feels like it plays more like, say, PGR, Project Gotham Racing almost, and but it's nice to have the Game of the Year edition, so all the DLC is on the disc, which is fantastic. I didn't even think, I see it on the PS4 all the time, and I didn't think it was on the Xbox One, but I was happy to find it. And this is one of them games that, even though I've got it digital, I do want to have the physical version as well. I need it anyway. And then last but not least, onto the main feature. Dead Island Definitive Edition Collector's Slaughter Pack. Just seen it in this little shop, and it was only £19.99. Well, Heather spotted it. I probably would have spotted it if I was looking for it, but yeah, I was happy to find this actually because they had it in game, but it was on PS4, and I don't want the PS4 version because I want a full Xbox One set, and this is a multi-platform game. And I ain't gonna lie, it's not the biggest. You don't get too much in there, but I enjoyed this game. So obviously it includes both the games and the Retro Revenge, which I have done a video on. I didn't really care much for it. And then it comes with a figurine, a fan weapon, and a poster. And I think it's all in here. It was used, but for £20, I'm not really going to say no. So let's open it up and see what we have inside. Yeah. There we go. Seems like everything's in there. The reason I ain't doing this in an unboxing video just because it's not got loads and loads of stuff in here, and it hasn't got an art book or anything to flick through. But here's another example of something that I don't really see why they do it like that. But so at first we have the game case and the steelbook. I don't quite understand why they include a steelbook and the normal version of the game. Chances are you're either gonna, if you're gonna include a game and a steelbook, just in a limited edition, just give that. You don't need to have both. But of course, this game includes both Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition. I've never seen it like that. I've never seen that, so I wonder why there's two discs there. I'm gonna keep it in this case for now, just because I'll put it on the shelf like that. I know technically it should be in here, but I'll probably give this game a go again at some point. And we have did a playthrough on Dead Island Definitive Edition, but we never did Riptide, so possibly a Dead Island Riptide playthrough is coming. I think it's time for another playthrough, and we might as well do the second one. And yeah, steelbook, pretty cool, nice steelbook there with the theme going on there. But I don't know why they include both. It's cool, I guess, but at the same time it's kind of a bit stupid. But then again, I could keep both games in the case. I'm debating on whether I want to take these figures out and put them on display, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the second collector's edition that I have that includes figures. The other one is the WWE 17, and if you're wondering, am I going to get the Ric Flair edition, because they've finally announced WWE 2K19's collector's edition. It's the Ric Flair edition, and it comes with a pop figure of Ric Flair, a bunch of like you know what's been in the last one, like the little memorabilia thing, but it's part of his robe and the season pass and all that. So I might get it, I might not. I probably will, but I might wait and see some more about the game and hear about the game until I want to do it. But yeah, let me have the poster. I don't want to unravel it because, well, it's a nightmare to fold back up, but it's quite a big poster. It's just, well, I might as well just unravel it. Big poster, it won't fit on this small camera.
Ah, it looks like you in the morning.
But yeah, it's just a one-sided poster. It's just the same artwork that's on the front cover of the game. Do you mind folding it up? Because I can't do it.
Yeah, can I just stick this on and take it on?
But yeah, of course, I won't be putting that poster up. I don't put posters up like that come in collector's editions. I like to keep everything in the box. Unless it's something really cool, which these things are pretty cool. So I am debating on whether I want to put these on show or not. So we have the fan weapon, which I don't know if it does anything actually. I don't know if it works. It seemed like, I don't know. Basically this isn't even in Dead Island. It's in the Retro Rampage game. It's one of the items in the Retro Rampage, as is the figure, but Yeah, kind of weird that they would put the figure as Retro Rampage, but that's quite a hefty figure. He feels really big. I can't remember what these guys are called because it is really cool. The detail is quite good. Got a he stood on like a rock down there. Yeah, got some popcorn. Another focus. Some popcorn. Lots of boils. It looks like he's turning into a piece of popcorn himself. Detail is pretty good actually. I really like that. But he's really top heavy. So.
Has he not got a stand? No,
he don't. He will stand up, but I'm not gonna put it on display anyway. He's gonna stay in the box. He's cool, but this is from Retro Rampage, which kind of disappoints me in a way because they could have just included for Dead Island when that came out. I think Riptide had a collector's edition, and that come with like a bust of, say, like it was like a zombie chest. It was like a woman's chest that had been bitten by a zombie, and it was just like the boobs and in a bikini. It was weird. It was one of the weird ones out there. But it's kind of weird that they would include the actual figures and things based on a digital game that only came with this game. You can buy it on its own rather than say something from the game. It would have been cool to have seen someone like, you know, Sam B or you know, even the zombie on the front or something like that, like half and half. That would have been pretty cool. But still, nonetheless, not bad for £20. You know, 2 figures, well, a little figure and a little weapon thing, game, steelbook, and a poster. Not bad. I don't know what this retailed for when it first came out. I'm guessing about 70 quid. As for the game, it's Dead Island, both the games, Riptide and the first one, obviously HD remastered. I enjoy Dead Island, probably one of my favourite zombie games out there. I know it's not the greatest, I know it's got bugs and everything, but I liked it. I liked the first one a little bit more than Riptide. I felt like Riptide sort of was not really the second game. It's more like an expansion pack. You know, it included a new character and abilities and things, but the one thing that annoyed me is the game starts you at like level 15. You can't start at level 1. It's weird, but you can like use your character from the first game in the second game if you want to, and carry your stats and things over if you want. But I enjoyed Dead Island. Retro Revenge, I felt like it was all right, but it's not really my kind of game. It's more like a novelty, I guess. I guess they thought it'd be bigger than what it was. It should, but still, nonetheless, not a bad haul, I guess. Nice to pick up another collector's edition, a nice big box one there. And yeah, I think that's probably the pickup of the day. I guess not bad for £20. It's nice to. I had to get the Xbox One version. I guess you know, if I see a collector's edition and it's a multi-platform game, I'll probably go for the Xbox One version just because. If I can, if I can't find the Xbox One version, but I really want the collector's edition and it's only on PS4, I could always get the collector's edition and then just get the game on the Xbox One or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going mad when it comes to collector's editions. I'll wait and just see if they pop up on sale and things like that, and if they're complete, that's good enough for me. The only thing that's missing from this is the well, actually no, the only thing that would be missing from this is Retro Revenge, but I think Retro Revenge was on the disc anyway, but I might be wrong. It might have been a DLC code, but I think everything on here and in here is complete, so not bad for £20. But anyway, yeah, small pickups, but not bad at all. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, and of course feel free to comment below. Let me know what you guys have picked up recently. Like I said, let me know about your favourite wrestling game, what ones, and also what games do you want me to play. Would you guys want me to do a playthrough of Dead Island Riptide? Because I did it for the first game, Definitive Edition, so it might be a good idea to do it for the second game. And and it's going to stay in there like that. I'll take the game out because I can put the game on the shelf, because no doubt if I do go around to playing it, because I have Dead Island Definitive Edition, the first one is on the Game Pass, but Riptide wasn't, and I haven't paid for the Game Pass. I might not bother paying for the Game Pass that much now, because a lot of the games that are on the Game Pass I'm getting physical anyway. But I don't know, I might do it, I might not. But I can't pay for it at the moment, so I'll have to wait. But if you, anyway, and of course feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family, of course. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye bye.